Good morning, Cornerstone Church. How you doing? You guys are awesome. So my name is Matt Summers. Many of you know me. Some of you don't, I imagine. I spent a large chunk of my life growing up at this church. Spent a lot of my life under the teachings of Pastor Gregory and Pastor Brian Hyatt. And I learned a lot, and I grew a lot. And I really jumped in the Word, and I really got to know God. But I've been with Teen Life Challenge for a while now. I was thinking about it last night. I was outside just looking at the weather, just reflecting, just the storms. And you guys see that last night. It was pretty awesome. And it's been almost 2 years. It's crazy how time flies. But I tell you, 2 years ago, actually back before that, when I graduated high school, all my life I had walked pretty straight. I never really even wanted to wander. But a switch, I guess, just flipped in my head, and I thought, hey, maybe I've been missing out on what's really good in life. And I jumped in head first into the world of drugs and everything that can come with that. And I really got lopsided, and a lot of things happened. I pulled out of that for the most part, got scared away. But even among all that, after that, I became the epitome of hypocrisy. I became the definition of it. I was walking life with 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in ministry, heavily involved in church, here and at other churches. And I believed the lie from Satan that it was okay, that all the time I invested into church, that it was okay to do what I wanted on the side and indulge in pleasure or whatever here and there. You see, I didn't see the value of purity. I didn't see the value of real righteousness and walking straight. God couldn't use me the way he wanted, and I knew it in my heart. I knew the truth, but I didn't care. I was a ticking time bomb, and I was dragging down everybody around me, everyone that I knew, my family, my friends, everyone close to me, and I didn't care. I was so selfish, and I didn't see it. God knew the circumstances it would take to get my full attention. And so August 1st, 2013, I was driving home drunk from downtown Dallas, and I was exiting in Forney, and in the exit lane, there was an 18-wheeler parked in the exit lane, and I slammed into the back of that parked 18-wheeler going 60 miles an hour. Took off the entire top half of my car, everything shaved off, went all the way under, except for right here around my head. I came to, and there was the back of an 18-wheeler right beside me. And I walked away from that without a single bruise or a scratch somehow. No burn from the airbags, no nothing. And that was really God just saying, hey, even though you knew me and you walked away and you still betrayed me, I still love you. And I'm giving you another chance. And so since that day, it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride. I've really learned to live without regret. You see, as Christians, we're called to live with no regret at all, period. No looking back at the past and feeling sorry for ourselves. And that's what I had done. So you see, I didn't really understand why I jumped so hardcore and into alcohol and so many things, why I did it. It wasn't so much that I loved the pleasure. It was because I was consumed with regret and I wanted to be rid of it. I knew the truth, and I knew that I wasn't giving God 100%. I was giving God quite a bit. Yeah, sure, give myself that, but 99% isn't 100, and Satan can do a lot with that 1%. A lot. And so it's been a wild ride. It's been amazing. I love my brothers here. I spent a year out in the ranch in East Texas. A lot of my ranch brothers have made it here with me from there, and it's been amazing. Our ride has just been incredible, and God has just changed everything, I tell you. And I tell you, the last 2 weeks in my life have been pretty wild. I almost died again. I had lost 75% of my blood, and I didn't know it. I was kind of a zombie for a couple of days. I couldn't walk. I didn't know what was going on. I made it to the hospital and got some blood in me. I'm good to go. But you see, there's some perspective right there. I need some corrective surgery, but that's okay. I'm alive. You see, if I was born 50 years ago, they wouldn't have had the technology. If I was born in a third world country, I wouldn't have made it to a hospital. I would have died from blood loss. You see, here I am right now this morning in 2015 for a purpose, still alive. And that gives me courage. That gives me strength. Being here, speaking to you guys, that gives me courage and strength. Just seeing as time goes by, as people progress and they grow and change the paths that we take. You know, I pray that I would be teeming with thanksgiving so much that it would overflow into others, as Paul talks about. That's what gets me excited, thinking about things like that. And so I see that life is all perspective. And I tell you, this morning worship was amazing. Y'all's compilation of oceans transitioning into that hymn, that was beautiful. And Holy Spirit is here. He is here so strong, and it's just so refreshing. And the more I learn, the more I read the Word, and the more I study and meditate on God, I see now that Holy Spirit is the most free person in the entire universe. And we can be just like that. You see, he's free of an image. He doesn't have taste. Thank God he doesn't have taste. Because some of us are really goofy and really weird, and we smell and we're funny. But Holy Spirit doesn't see that. He sees our hearts. And he can teach us to be like that too, to be free. And that's what I'm learning. It's a process, but I'm learning. And I've learned so much, and I thank God. And I thank you guys so much for all your prayers over the last 2 weeks and over the last 2 years. You guys are awesome. And no matter where I go in life, if I'm here on the other side of the world, you guys will always be my family. And so thank you so much. And you guys enjoy the rest of the service.